So we had some NBA Cup quarterfinal games last night. I'm going to cover both of them in this video. Some good games, honestly. You had the Magic and the Bucks going at it. Winner of this goes to Vegas. The Bucks took it. And honestly, like the Magic, they're without their two best players in Paolo and Franz Wagner, and they still made it a competitive game. That's because the Magic are one of the three best defensive teams in the NBA. The other two, in my opinion, being the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. But the Bucks now go to the NBA Cup semifinals in back-to-back years. So for those of you scoring at home, Darvin Ham has never lost an NBA Cup game. And the second game, of course, which I think was the much better game and tells a bigger story, OKC beat Dallas to go to the semifinals of the NBA Cup. And this was a very convincing game by SGA. He's basically went into this game, was like, I'm taking this away because obviously the last couple of years people have talked about who's better, Luka or SGA. And SGA has put himself now at the forefront of the MVP conversation. Probably before this game and probably the last couple of years, everyone was probably saying, oh, Luka's a better player. You know, he's going to win a championship and an MVP before SGA. But that's just not true. I think SGA is one of the five best two-way players in the NBA. He's a guard that can give you 30 any given night. Score. He's shooting three-pointers at a much higher clip this season. He can score on anybody. He can distribute. He can rebound. But he's also one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. You can't say that about Luka. Luka is one of the worst defenders in the NBA. So the Thunder and the Bucks advanced to the semifinals. And now I think after a game like this, SGA plants himself at number one on the MVP ladder. It's either going to be him or Jokic this year, I believe. Jokic is putting up stats that are just absurd right now. And if it weren't for his team being bad and him not, and the Nuggets not being higher up in the standings, I think it would be Jokic. But if the Thunder are able to run the table and lose less than 20 games and be the number one seed in a very tough Western Conference, I think it would be really difficult to not give Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the MVP award this year. He was close last year, but this year it looks like he's going to win it. And he was in my top three in terms of people I would pick to win it this year. I think it was him, Jokic, and Tatum. Those are my three.